Today, we dive deep into the ancient wisdom that has helped countless individuals maintain their inner peace and resilience. Whether you're facing a tough day or just seeking tranquility in the chaos, these timeless Stoic principles will keep you calm and grounded. So, grab a seat, take a deep breath, and let's embark on this journey to serenity together. Number 1. Accept fate in the natural order. Imagine a world where you fight against every little thing that happens to you. Sounds exhausting, right? That's because it is. Stoicism teaches us to accept fate in the natural order of things. This doesn't mean giving up or becoming a doormat. Far from it. It's about understanding that some things are out of our control and learning to be okay with that. Let's dive into this idea a bit more. You know those moments when life throws you a curveball? Maybe it's a sudden change at work, or something unexpected happens in your personal life. Your first reaction might be to resist, to fight against it, to wish things were different. But here's where Stoicism comes in with a refreshing perspective. Stoics believe that the universe is like a grand, complex play. Each of us has a role to play, and sometimes, the script isn't what we'd choose. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, often wrote about accepting the events that unfold, understanding that they are part of a greater plan. He believed that everything happens for a reason, even if we can't see it at the moment. Now, think about that for a second. If you could accept that whatever happens is part of a natural order, wouldn't that lift a massive weight off your shoulders? It's like having a cheat code for peace of mind. Instead of getting stuck in a cycle of why me or this isn't fair, you pivot to this is happening, and that's okay. This mindset shift can be transformative. It doesn't mean you don't feel emotions or that you become a robot. No way. You still feel, you still care, but you don't let those feelings control you. You acknowledge them, you sit with them, and then you let them pass. Here's the kicker: when you accept fate in the natural order, you free up so much mental energy. Think about all the times you've stressed over things beyond your control. It's draining, right? By accepting what is, you conserve that energy for things that truly matter and that you can actually influence. You become more present, more grounded, and more in tune with yourself and the world around you. One of the key points in this lesson is understanding the difference between what you can control and what you can't. The Stoics often use the metaphor of an archer. You can control your aim, your form, and the effort you put into shooting the arrow. But once it's in the air, the outcome is out of your hands. Wind, distance, even the target's movement, these are factors you can't influence. Accepting this is liberating. Picture your life as this archer's journey. You do your best, you aim carefully, you put in the work. But once you've done all you can, you let go. You accept that the arrow will land where it lands. This acceptance isn't resignation, it's wisdom. It's understanding that you're part of a bigger picture, a natural order, and that fighting against this order is not only futile but also counterproductive. So, next time life throws something unexpected your way, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that this, too, is part of the natural order. Embrace it, learn from it, and move forward with the grace and resilience of a true Stoic. Before we move on to the second principle, consider subscribing to Modern Stoic for staying up to date with our Stoicism content. Additionally, if you are comfortable commenting, do comment, "I am calm," to affirm calmness into your life. Now let's move on. Number 2, cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude, it's a word we toss around a lot, but what does it really mean to cultivate an attitude of gratitude? In the realm of Stoicism, it's about more than just saying thanks. It's a deeper, more intentional practice that can transform the way we see the world and handle whatever comes our way. First off, let's talk about why gratitude is such a big deal. Ever notice how easy it is to focus on what's wrong in our lives? It's like our brains have this default setting to zoom in on the negative. The Stoics understood this tendency and flipped the script. They believed that by focusing on what we have, rather than what we lack, we could find more peace and contentment. Think of it like this. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing on your mind? Is it the pile of work waiting for you? The errands you need to run? What if, instead, you started the day by acknowledging the good things in your life? It could be as simple as appreciating the fact that you have a warm bed, a roof over your head, or the opportunity to experience a new day. Now, this isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. Not at all. It's about balancing out the scales. By intentionally focusing on the positive, we can shift our mindset. It's like training a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. Imagine walking through your day with this mindset. You hit traffic, and instead of cursing your luck, you take a moment to appreciate the music playing in your car or the extra time to think. Your coffee spills, but you find yourself grateful for the chance to try that new cafe down the street. These little shifts in perspective add up. They create a buffer against stress and negativity. Gratitude also has this incredible power to ground us in the present moment. When we're caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past, we're missing out on what's happening right now. By focusing on what we're grateful for, we pull ourselves back into the here and now. It's a gentle reminder to live fully in the moment. And here's another thing. Gratitude can be a game changer in our relationships. When we express genuine thanks to the people around us, it strengthens our connections. It's like a ripple effect. Your positive vibes spread out and touch everyone you interact with. People feel appreciated, seen, and valued. And who doesn't want that? So, how do you start cultivating this attitude of gratitude? It doesn't have to be complicated. Maybe keep a little journal where you jot down a few things you're grateful for each day. Or take a moment before bed to reflect on the good moments from your day. Some folks like to meditate on gratitude, bringing a sense of calm and appreciation into their practice. Remember, this isn't about forcing yourself to be positive all the time. It's about creating a habit, a mindset, that gradually shifts your focus. It's about finding those pockets of joy and appreciation, even on the tough days. By embracing gratitude, we open ourselves up to a richer, more fulfilling life. It's a practice that aligns perfectly with the Stoic philosophy of focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, our attitudes, our responses. So, give it a try. Start small, be consistent, and watch how it changes your perspective. You might just find that a grateful heart is the key to a calm, resilient mind. Number 3. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Alright, let's dive into the world of mindfulness and self-awareness, Stoic style. Imagine navigating through life with a kind of inner compass that keeps you grounded no matter what. That's what practicing mindfulness and self-awareness can do for you. It's like having a superpower that helps you stay calm, focused, and in control. First off, what's the big deal about mindfulness? It's about being present, truly present, in each moment. Sounds simple, right? But how often are we really in the moment? Our minds are like hyperactive squirrels, jumping from one thought to another, constantly distracted. Mindfulness is about reining in that squirrel brain and paying attention to what's happening right now, without getting caught up in the noise. So, how do you get started? Start with something basic, your breath. Yep, just paying attention to your breathing can be a game changer. Take a deep breath in, notice how it feels, and then let it out slowly. Do this a few times, and you'll start to feel more anchored. It's like hitting the pause button on the chaos around you. But mindfulness isn't just about meditation or breathing exercises. It's a way of living. It's about being fully engaged in whatever you're doing. Whether you're eating, walking, or even just washing the dishes, try to do it with your full attention. Notice the sensations, the sounds, the smells. This simple practice can transform mundane tasks into moments of calm and clarity. Now, let's talk about self-awareness. This is the next level of mindfulness. It's about understanding your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It's like having a mirror that reflects not just your outer appearance but your inner world. The Stoics believed that knowing yourself was key to living a good life. They spent a lot of time reflecting on their thoughts and actions, understanding what drove them, and how they could improve. Think of self-awareness as a personal check-in. How are you feeling? What's on your mind? What are your triggers? By regularly checking in with yourself, you become more in tune with your emotions and reactions. This awareness helps you respond to situations more thoughtfully rather than just reacting on autopilot. Imagine you're in a tense situation. Maybe someone said something that irked you. Instead of snapping back, take a moment. Pause. Check in with yourself. Why are you feeling this way? What's the best way to respond? This brief moment of self-awareness can save you from unnecessary conflict and stress. Practicing mindfulness and self-awareness isn't about being perfect or zen all the time. It's about making a conscious effort to be present and to understand yourself better. It's about building a habit of paying attention to your inner world, just as much as you do to the outer one. So, how do you cultivate these practices in your daily life? Start small. Set aside a few minutes each day for mindfulness exercises. Reflect on your day in a journal. Ask yourself questions about your thoughts and feelings. Over time, these small practices will add up, creating a more mindful and self-aware you. In the end, practicing mindfulness and self-awareness is about creating a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. It's about finding calm in the chaos and clarity in the confusion. It's about living with intention and purpose, guided by your inner compass. So, take a deep breath, tune in, and embrace the journey of knowing yourself better. It's a path to resilience and peace that the Stoics knew well, and now, so do you. Number 4, contemplate the impermanence of everything. Let's talk about something we all know but rarely like to think about: impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. Everything changes. It sounds a bit heavy, doesn't it? But here's the thing, embracing this idea can actually bring a lot of peace into your life. The Stoics were all about understanding and accepting the impermanence of everything. It's a cornerstone of their philosophy, and for good reason. So, what does it mean to contemplate the impermanence of everything? Well, it starts with recognizing that everything around us is in a constant state of flux. Think about it. Seasons change, people come and go, and even our thoughts and feelings are always shifting. This realization can be both humbling and freeing. Imagine walking through your day with this awareness. You're stuck in a long line at the store. Instead of getting frustrated, you remind yourself that this moment is temporary. Soon, it will pass. Or maybe you're enjoying a beautiful sunset. Knowing that it won't last forever makes it even more precious. You savor it more deeply. By contemplating impermanence, we can learn to let go of our attachments. We often cling to things, people, and situations, hoping they'll stay the same forever. But this clinging is a recipe for disappointment. When we accept that everything is transient, we can appreciate things as they are, without trying to hold on too tightly. This mindset can also help us deal with tough times. When you're going through a rough patch, it's comforting to remember that it won't last forever. This too shall pass. It's a phrase worth repeating to yourself. It doesn't make the tough times disappear, but it gives you a sense of perspective and hope. On the flip side, contemplating impermanence also helps us stay grounded during the good times. Instead of taking things for granted, we learn to cherish them. We understand that good moments are fleeting, so we soak them in, fully present and grateful. Now, how do we actually practice this contemplation? It doesn't have to be complicated. You could start by taking a few moments each day to reflect on the transient nature of life. Think about the changes you've seen in your own life, the phases, the ups and downs, the comings and goings. This isn't about being morbid or dwelling on loss. It's about cultivating a deeper appreciation for the flow of life. Meditation can also be a powerful tool. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Notice how each breath rises and falls, just like the events in our lives. They come and go, ebb and flow. Through this practice, you can develop a sense of calm acceptance. Another way to embrace impermanence is to simplify your life. Let go of things you don't need. Practice non-attachment. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy life's pleasures, but rather that you enjoy them without becoming dependent on them. In conversations with others, remember that relationships are fluid. People change, and so do you. This awareness can help you be more patient, understanding, and forgiving. It can also make you more present, appreciating the moments you share with others. So, the next time you're faced with change or loss, try to view it through the lens of impermanence. It's a natural part of life's cycle. By embracing this Stoic principle, you can cultivate a sense of resilience and inner peace. You'll learn to ride the waves of change with grace, knowing that each moment, whether good or bad, is just one part of the ever-changing tapestry of life. In the end, contemplating the impermanence of everything helps us live more fully. It reminds us to appreciate the here and now, to let go of unnecessary worries, and to embrace the beauty of life's constant flow. It's a lesson from the Stoics that can help us keep calm and carry on, no matter what life throws our way. Number 5. Practice physical exercise as a Stoic discipline. Let's talk about something that's not just good for your body but also your mind: physical exercise. Yep, the Stoics were big on it. They didn't hit the gym for vanity or beach bodies. They exercised as a way to build discipline, resilience, and mental toughness. It's all about embracing the grind and finding strength through the challenge. First off, why did the Stoics value physical exercise so much? Well, they believed that a strong body helped forge a strong mind. It's pretty hard to argue with that. When you push your body, you're also training your willpower and determination. You're learning to push through discomfort, to keep going when it gets tough. These are invaluable lessons that translate to every aspect of life. Imagine you're out for a run. It's hot, you're tired, and every muscle in your body is screaming at you to stop. But you don't. You keep going, one step at a time. That's Stoic discipline in action. It's not just about the physical benefits, though those are great. It's about proving to yourself that you can endure, that you have the mental grit to keep pushing forward. Now, let's dive into how this works in a more everyday context. Think about your typical workout. It might be lifting weights, running, yoga, or even a brisk walk. Whatever it is, approach it with a Stoic mindset. Don't just go through the motions. Be present. Feel your body working, acknowledge the effort you're putting in. This mindfulness turns a simple workout into a powerful exercise in self-discipline. And here's the kicker: physical exercise is a great way to practice voluntary discomfort. You're intentionally putting your body through strain and stress. It's a controlled environment where you can test your limits and push beyond them. This builds resilience. When you're used to facing physical challenges, mental ones don't seem so daunting. Let's talk about the mental side of things. When you're exercising, it's not just your muscles that are working. Your mind is, too. You're making decisions, staying focused, and maintaining motivation. These mental exercises are just as important as the physical ones. They teach you to stay calm and composed under pressure, a key aspect of Stoic philosophy. Consistency is crucial here. It's not about having one epic workout. It's about showing up, day after day, and putting in the work. This regular practice builds a routine, a habit. And habits are powerful. They shape our lives in profound ways. By committing to regular exercise, you're embedding discipline into your daily routine. And let's not forget the benefits outside the gym. Regular physical activity has a ripple effect. It improves your mood, boosts your energy, and sharpens your focus. All these things help you handle stress and adversity better. It's like having a secret weapon in your back pocket, ready to be unleashed whenever life throws a curveball. Incorporating Stoic principles into your workout routine can be as simple as setting a challenging goal and working towards it with determination. Or it might mean pushing through those last few reps when your body wants to quit. It's about finding that inner strength, that mental toughness, and cultivating it through physical effort. So, how do you start? Pick an activity you enjoy. It doesn't have to be extreme or intense. The key is consistency and effort. Show up, put in the work, and be mindful of the process. Embrace the challenge, and let it shape you into a stronger, more resilient person. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's progress. It's about becoming a little bit better, a little bit stronger each day. By practicing physical exercise as a Stoic discipline, you're not just building a better body. You're building a better mind, a more resilient spirit, and a calmer, more composed self. So, lace up those sneakers, hit the trail, and embrace the journey. You've got this. Number 6, use the view from above technique. Alright, let's chat about something super cool from Stoicism called the view from above technique. Imagine you're a drone, flying high above your life, looking down at everything from a bird's eye view. This isn't about being detached or aloof. It's about gaining a fresh perspective, seeing the bigger picture, and not getting bogged down by the little stuff. So, what exactly is this technique? Picture yourself rising up, higher and higher, until you can see your whole life laid out below you. Your house, your neighborhood, the places you go every day. As you float up, you start to notice how small everything looks. Your problems, your worries, they all shrink in size. This exercise helps you put things into perspective. Why is this useful? Well, we often get stuck in our heads, letting small issues balloon into massive stressors. The view from above is like hitting the reset button on your mental game. It reminds you that, in the grand scheme of things, most of our daily troubles are pretty insignificant. It's not about minimizing your feelings, but about right-sizing your reactions. Let's dive deeper. Close your eyes and visualize yourself lifting off the ground. As you ascend, take in the view. See how your daily life fits into the larger tapestry of your existence. You might notice how interconnected everything is, how your actions ripple outwards, affecting others. This perspective can be enlightening, showing you the broader context of your experiences. Now, let's crank it up a notch. Imagine zooming out even further. You're no longer just above your life, but hovering over your city, your country, even the planet. From this vantage point, you see the vastness of the world, filled with countless lives, each with its own story. Your concerns begin to blend into the mosaic of human experience, making you realize you're part of something much larger. This technique isn't just a mental exercise, it's a powerful tool for cultivating empathy and compassion. When you see your life in the context of the world, you understand that everyone has their own struggles and joys. It helps you become more patient, less judgmental, and more connected to the human experience. The view from above can also be incredibly grounding. When you're overwhelmed, it's easy to feel like you're the center of a storm. This technique helps you step out of the storm, observing it from a distance. It gives you the clarity to navigate through challenges with a calmer, more balanced mind. So, how can you incorporate this into your daily routine? It's simple. Whenever you feel stressed or caught up in drama, take a few moments to practice this visualization. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine yourself rising above the situation. You can do this anywhere, at your desk, on a walk, or even lying in bed. This practice is especially handy in high-pressure situations. Say you're facing a difficult decision or conflict. Instead of reacting impulsively, use the view from above to gain perspective. Ask yourself, how important will this be in a week? A month? A year? This can help you respond more thoughtfully and less emotionally. Remember, the goal isn't to detach from your life, but to engage with it more mindfully. The view from above is like having a mental toolkit that you can pull out whenever you need a fresh perspective. It's a way to stay grounded, maintain your cool, and navigate life's ups and downs with a Stoic mindset. In the end, using the view from above technique is about finding balance. It's about recognizing the smallness of our worries and the vastness of existence, without dismissing them entirely. It's about seeing the forest and the trees, appreciating the big picture while tending to the details. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, take a step back, rise above, and see the world with a broader, calmer view. You might just find that the sky-high perspective brings you a little closer to inner peace. Number 7. Maintain a virtuous character. Let's talk about virtue. It sounds old-fashioned, right? But in the world of Stoicism, maintaining a virtuous character is like having a personal compass guiding you through life's chaos. It's about being the best version of yourself, not for the sake of appearances, but because it's the right thing to do. Plus, it brings a sense of inner peace and resilience. So, what does it mean to be virtuous? At its core, it's about living with integrity, honesty, and kindness. It's about aligning your actions with your values, even when no one is watching. This isn't about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about striving to do better, to be better, and to contribute positively to the world around you. Let's break it down. Imagine your values as the foundation of a house. If that foundation is solid, the house can withstand storms, earthquakes, whatever comes its way. Similarly, if you base your life on strong virtues, you can handle stress, conflict, and uncertainty with more grace and strength. One key aspect of maintaining a virtuous character is self-awareness. You need to know what you stand for, what you believe in. Take a moment to reflect on your core values. Are they honesty, kindness, courage, patience? Once you're clear on these, you can start aligning your actions with them. Think of it as a daily practice. Each day presents countless opportunities to act in line with your virtues. It might be as simple as speaking the truth, even when it's hard, or showing kindness to someone who might not deserve it. These small, consistent actions build up over time, shaping your character. But here's the thing, being virtuous isn't always easy. Sometimes, it feels like swimming against the current. You might face temptations to cut corners, tell a little white lie, or act out of selfishness. That's where the real test comes in. It's in those challenging moments that your character is forged. The Stoics had a great way of dealing with this. They practiced something called premeditatio malorum, which means anticipating challenges. By thinking ahead about potential obstacles, they prepared themselves to act virtuously, no matter what. It's like having a mental rehearsal for tough situations. When the time comes, you're ready to face it with integrity. Maintaining a virtuous character also means being accountable to yourself. It's about reflecting on your actions, admitting when you've fallen short, and making amends. It's not about beating yourself up, but learning from your experiences and striving to do better. And let's not forget the ripple effect. When you live with virtue, you inspire others to do the same. Your actions can have a positive impact on those around you, creating a kind of virtuous circle. It's like planting seeds of goodness that grow and spread, making the world a little better, one action at a time. So, how do you keep this up? Start small. Set daily intentions to act in line with your values. Reflect on your day before bed. What did you do well? Where can you improve? Over time, these practices become habits, and those habits shape your character. Remember, being virtuous isn't about grand gestures. It's in the little things: a kind word, a truthful statement, a helping hand. These are the building blocks of a strong, resilient character. And when you face life's storms, this solid foundation will keep you steady. In the end, maintaining a virtuous character is a lifelong journey. It's about constantly striving to be your best self, not for recognition or praise, but because it's the right path to walk. It's about living with integrity, even when it's hard, and finding strength in your values. So, take a deep breath, embrace your virtues, and let them guide you through the ups and downs of life. You'll find that this inner compass not only helps you stay calm but also brings a profound sense of fulfillment and peace. Number 8. Live in accordance with nature. Let's dive into the Stoic idea of living in accordance with nature. It sounds a bit philosophical, doesn't it? But really, it's about syncing up with the natural rhythm of life. It's about flowing with the current instead of fighting against it. When we live in harmony with nature, we align ourselves with a deeper sense of purpose and calm. So, what does it mean to live in accordance with nature? Think about how nature operates. It has cycles, seasons, ebbs and flows. There's a natural order to things, a rhythm that's both predictable and ever-changing. The Stoics believe that we, as humans, are part of this grand tapestry. By understanding and respecting this natural order, we can find our place within it and live more peacefully. Start with the basics. Consider your own nature. What are your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions? Embrace these aspects of yourself. If you're a morning person, rise with the sun and tackle your day early. If you're more creative at night, let your inspiration flow under the moonlight. Align your daily routines with your natural inclinations. It's about working with your inherent traits instead of against them. Now, extend this idea to the world around you. Nature isn't in a rush, and neither should you be. Slow down. Take a moment to breathe, to notice the world unfolding around you. The rustling of leaves, the changing colors of the sky, the rhythm of your breath. These small moments of mindfulness can help ground you, reminding you that you're part of something larger. Living in accordance with nature also means accepting the things you can't control. The Stoics were big on this. They knew that fighting against the inevitable is a losing battle. Instead, they taught us to focus on what we can control: our actions, our responses, our attitudes. When we accept that some things are simply out of our hands, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety. Consider the changing seasons. Just as winter gives way to spring, challenges in life will eventually pass. Embrace the cycles of your own life, the highs, the lows, the in-betweens. Each phase has its own lessons and opportunities. By accepting and flowing with these cycles, you cultivate resilience and flexibility. Another key aspect is connecting with the natural world. Spend time outdoors, feel the earth beneath your feet, listen to the sounds of nature. This isn't just about physical well-being, though that's a great bonus. It's about reconnecting with the world from which we've become so detached. There's a sense of peace and clarity that comes from being in nature, a reminder of the simplicity and beauty of life. And let's talk about simplicity for a moment. Nature doesn't complicate things. It follows its course with elegance and efficiency. Take a leaf from nature's book and simplify your own life. Declutter your space, your mind, your commitments. Focus on what truly matters. This simplification creates room for calm and clarity, helping you stay centered in the chaos of modern life. Living in accordance with nature also means being true to your own nature. Be authentic. Don't try to mold yourself into someone else's expectations or ideals. Embrace who you are, flaws and all. This authenticity attracts genuine connections and creates a sense of inner harmony. In essence, living in accordance with nature is about finding balance. It's about recognizing your place in the world, accepting the natural flow of life, and aligning your actions with your true self. It's a path to peace, resilience, and fulfillment. So, take a step back, breathe deeply, and let yourself flow with the natural rhythm of life. You'll find that living in harmony with nature isn't just a Stoic ideal, it's a practical, powerful way to navigate the ups and downs of everyday existence. Number 9. Practice voluntary discomfort. Let's talk about something a bit unconventional, voluntary discomfort. Sounds weird, right? Why would anyone choose to be uncomfortable? But here's the thing, this Stoic practice isn't about being a masochist. It's about building mental resilience and appreciating what you have. So, what is voluntary discomfort? It's intentionally putting yourself in situations that are a bit outside your comfort zone. It's about embracing small challenges that toughen you up for the bigger ones life might throw your way. Think of it as training for your mind and spirit, much like a workout for your body. Imagine this, you're used to a cozy bed with soft pillows. Try sleeping on the floor for a night. Not the most pleasant experience, but it's a great way to practice voluntary discomfort. It's a reminder that you can handle more than you think and that luxury isn't a necessity. Why do this? Well, when you expose yourself to controlled discomfort, you're essentially saying to yourself, I can handle this. You're breaking the habit of always seeking comfort and ease. Life is full of unexpected challenges, and by practicing voluntary discomfort, you prepare yourself to face them with greater strength and calm. Another way to practice this is through fasting or skipping a meal. Our modern lives are filled with constant access to food, but taking a break from eating can be a powerful exercise. It teaches you to appreciate your meals more and shows you that you can endure hunger without falling apart. Plus, it's a good reminder that you don't need to give in to every craving. Or how about taking a cold shower? Sounds awful, right? But it's a great way to shock your system and build mental toughness. You step under that cold water, and your first instinct is to jump out. But if you stay, breathe through it, and let yourself adjust, you realize it's not as bad as you thought. You build resilience, one cold shower at a time. Now, voluntary discomfort isn't just about physical challenges. It's also about emotional and mental discomfort. Try striking up a conversation with a stranger, or speaking up in a meeting when you'd rather stay quiet. These small acts push you out of your comfort zone and help you grow. The beauty of this practice is that it's highly personal. What's uncomfortable for one person might be a breeze for another. The key is to find those things that stretch you a little, that make you squirm just enough to build that inner strength. It's about gradually expanding your comfort zone. When you regularly practice voluntary discomfort, you start to notice a shift in your mindset. You become less afraid of challenges and more confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. You develop a kind of mental toughness that makes everyday stresses seem less daunting. It's also a great way to cultivate gratitude. When you willingly give up some of your comforts, you start to appreciate them more. That warm bed feels even cozier after a night on the floor. That hot shower feels like a luxury after a cold one. By experiencing discomfort, you gain a deeper appreciation for the comforts you usually take for granted. Incorporating voluntary discomfort into your life doesn't have to be extreme. Start small. Skip a meal, take a cold shower, or challenge yourself to speak up more often. The goal isn't to make yourself miserable but to build resilience and gratitude. So, give it a try. Step out of your comfort zone and embrace a little discomfort. It's a powerful way to build mental resilience, appreciate what you have, and prepare yourself for the unpredictable nature of life. You might just find that these small challenges bring a surprising amount of strength and calm into your daily existence. Number 10. Engage in self-denial exercises. Next, let's dive into the Stoic practice of self-denial. It might sound a bit intense, but hear me out. Self-denial exercises are all about saying no to some of the comforts and pleasures we're used to, and it's got some real benefits. It's about building discipline, appreciating what you have, and developing mental toughness. Plus, it's kind of like a reset button for your mind and body. So, what does it mean to engage in self-denial exercises? Essentially, it's about intentionally depriving yourself of certain luxuries or habits. This isn't about punishing yourself. It's about practicing control and understanding that you don't need all these extras to be content. It's a way to strengthen your willpower and resilience. Think about how often we give in to our impulses. Craving a snack? Grab one. Feeling lazy? Skip the workout. We live in a world of instant gratification. Self-denial flips the script. It's like putting your mind on a training regimen. You learn to resist those immediate urges and focus on what's truly necessary. Let's break this down with some simple examples. Start with food. Try fasting for a day, or skip your favorite treat for a week. Notice how your body and mind react. At first, it might be tough. You'll probably think about that food a lot. But over time, you'll find that you don't actually need it as much as you thought. You'll realize that you have more control over your cravings than you knew. Another way to practice self-denial is through technology. How often do you mindlessly scroll through your phone? Try putting it away for an entire day. No social media, no texts, no emails. Just you, your thoughts, and the world around you. It's amazing how much more present you become when you're not constantly plugged in. Then there's the idea of abstaining from certain luxuries. Take a cold shower instead of a hot one. Wear the same simple outfit for a few days. Walk instead of driving. These might seem like small sacrifices, but they add up. They build a sense of discipline and make you appreciate the comforts you usually take for granted. Self-denial isn't just about physical comforts, though. It's also about mental and emotional habits. Try denying yourself the urge to complain for a week. Or maybe stop yourself from gossiping. It's tougher than it sounds, but it's a great exercise in self-control and positivity. What's the point of all this? It's about proving to yourself that you can live without these comforts. It's about realizing that your happiness and contentment don't depend on external factors. You're training your mind to be stronger, more resilient, and more in control. When you face real challenges, you'll be better equipped to handle them because you've practiced dealing with discomfort. Engaging in self-denial exercises also brings a deeper sense of gratitude. When you go without something, you start to appreciate it more when you have it. That hot shower feels incredible after a week of cold ones. That delicious meal tastes even better after a day of fasting. By denying yourself occasionally, you enhance your appreciation for life's simple pleasures. So, how do you start? Pick one area of your life and make a small change. Maybe skip your morning coffee for a week. Or put your phone away after 8 p.m. The key is consistency. These exercises aren't about making huge, drastic changes. They're about small, intentional acts that build your mental and emotional strength over time. Remember, the goal isn't to make yourself miserable. It's to challenge yourself, to grow, and to build a stronger, more resilient mind. So, give it a try. Embrace the discomfort, and see how it transforms your perspective. You might find that these small acts of self-denial lead to a greater sense of peace, contentment, and resilience in your everyday life. Number 11. Embrace discomfort and adversity. Let's jump into the Stoic practice of embracing discomfort and adversity. Yeah, I know, It sounds counterintuitive. Why on earth would anyone want to embrace things that make them feel uncomfortable or stressed? But here's the twist: learning to welcome these challenges can actually make you stronger, more resilient, and surprisingly calmer. So, what does it mean to embrace discomfort and adversity? It's about facing challenges head-on instead of running away from them. It's about seeing obstacles not as threats, but as opportunities to grow and learn. When you start looking at discomfort this way, it transforms from something to dread into something to value. Think about your typical day. How often do you seek comfort and avoid anything that feels too hard or too uncomfortable? We're wired to crave ease and shy away from difficulty. But what if, instead of avoiding discomfort, you leaned into it? That's what the Stoics teach us, to find strength in the struggle. Let's break this down. When you encounter something tough, whether it's a physical challenge like a grueling workout or a mental one like a difficult project, your first instinct might be to shy away. But by embracing it, by diving in and tackling it with everything you've got, you start to build resilience. You prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Imagine you're facing a challenging situation. It's stressful, it's uncomfortable, and you'd rather be anywhere else. Instead of avoiding it, take a deep breath and step into it. Accept that it's going to be tough, but also recognize that you'll come out the other side stronger. This mindset shift is powerful. It's like a mental muscle that gets stronger every time you use it. Adversity, in this context, becomes a kind of training ground. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to practice your skills, to build your resilience. It's like lifting weights for your mind and spirit. The more you practice, the stronger you get. And here's the thing: life is full of unexpected challenges. By regularly embracing discomfort, you're preparing yourself for those moments. You're building a toolkit of mental and emotional strength that you can draw on when things get tough. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. This doesn't mean seeking out pain for pain's sake. It's about understanding that discomfort and adversity are natural parts of life. They're not something to fear but to accept and use to your advantage. By changing your perspective, you can transform how you experience these moments. Let's talk about how to put this into practice. Start small. Maybe it's waking up a bit earlier than you'd like, taking a cold shower, or pushing yourself a little harder in your workout. These small acts of embracing discomfort can build up over time. They create a habit of resilience. When you face adversity, remind yourself that this is a chance to grow. It's not about pretending everything is fine or denying your feelings. Acknowledge the difficulty, but don't let it overwhelm you. Use it as a stepping stone, a chance to prove to yourself how strong and capable you are. Think of adversity as a teacher. Each challenge brings a lesson. Sometimes it's about patience, other times it's about perseverance. By embracing these lessons, you become more adaptable, more resourceful. You learn to navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of calm and confidence. In the end, embracing discomfort and adversity is about cultivating a mindset of growth and resilience. It's about understanding that these challenges are not the enemy but allies in your journey to becoming stronger and more capable. So, next time you're faced with something tough, take a deep breath, step forward, and embrace it. You might just find that on the other side of discomfort is a stronger, more resilient you. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Remember, these 11 lessons are more than just philosophical ideas. They are practical tools to help us stay calm and resilient in the face of life's challenges. If you found value in today's video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from these insights. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on living a balanced and meaningful life through Stoic principles. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with Stoicism in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation and support each other on the path to tranquility and strength. Until next time, stay calm, stay strong, and keep growing. Thanks for watching.